Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This is going to be from the 20th of February to the 1st of March, and there's no weeklies next week. I'm not going to be around, and I've got all the monthlies out, so that will happen this weekend, guys, so look out for them. And before I start your reading, Taurus, I have to say you're my fifth reading, and everyone's got quite a complicated week coming up. Not bad, but a sort of combination of quite difficult energies to work through, combined with the most positive, the Sun, the Magician. But it's very interesting. So, bottom of the deck, the root of the situation is the Magician. This is a bit you can see the Magician receiving, channeling divine energy out through his hands to manifest the sort of life he wants to. That's emotionally, mentally, financially. This is a bit carving the life you want to have, Taurus. The life you deserve to have, okay? It's believing you've got what you need to be able to craft the life that you deserve in every way. The top of the deck, you've got the Seven of Cups, so there can be a little bit of confusion about the way forward. And we can see all these cups, some has fire, some have bubbles because the choices are just an illusion. This cup's the end of a rainbow, so all these cups represent different choices, and there's a little bit, with the Seven of Cups, there's always a little bit of confusion, lacking clarity about what specific direction you want your life to go forward in, okay? And that might be particularly emotionally, because it's a cup, basically. Your additional guidance card is mending, so there might be some work that needs to be done on some of your relationships, on any aspect of your life. When it's the Magician covers all elements. So the mending could be around your job, around relationships, around your thinking patterns, anything, okay? But there seems to be, with that card, there's a little bit of work needing to be done. You need to start meeting someone or some situations halfway to begin to resolve them. So let's see what else you've got. You start the week with this King of Pentacles, okay? You know, it's a beautiful card. This is about being the boss, you know, being the boss around the very practical elements of your life, work, career, housing, finances, or it could be an earth sign person who's really making an impact on you. Quite often a boss, father figure, or it could be anyone. It's someone who's got a maturity and a depth to them. If this is a relationship, the King of Pentacles is probably, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups are the two most committed kings of the deck, okay? And the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, sorry. But if this is a relationship, this is a very, very committed king. But interestingly enough, it's paired with the Five of Cups. So some Taurus have got a loss going on. The Five of Cups often represents a grief process. Something's been lost, and the person's feeling, we can see, they're feeling quite despair and sadness over what's been lost in their life. As always, there's two cups behind, waiting to be acknowledged. You just can't see these cups yet, Taurus, because they're behind you. They're not. So what this card generally means is there's happiness coming your way. But because you can't see it, all your energies focus on what's been lost. Okay? So there can be some disappointments, Taurus. So fives are always a number of change, but it's change through sadness or through conflict or through strife, okay? but it's the fives we need because they create the break which moves to the new chapter, okay? So right after that, you get the energy of the Hanged Man. So what it's saying is you're not completely in control of whatever is the main theme of your week, Taurus, particularly if it's an emotional theme with that Five of Cups. It's saying you're having to let go. You have to surrender control, which is a Hanged Man is all about. He's about faith. Faith in those two cups that are behind you, okay? That they're going to reveal themselves in time. So the Hanged Man is about letting go of control, surrendering to divine will, all those things that we never want to do, but always leads us to a better outcome, okay? I'm one of these people who love the Hanged Man, but it's always about, you know, you're not in charge, basically, of whatever process you're going through. And there's a chance it's leading you to a little bit of stress because you've got the Five of Wands, okay? I always get the Five of Wands as an inner tension rather than conflict with other people. But it might be environmental because you've got the Mending card. But I get the Five of Wands as an inner tension. You know, your heart's going in one direction, your head's pulling you here. A bit like that Seven of Cups. You're not quite sure what the way forward is. So you're feeling a bit angsty and a bit stressed and that sort of thing. Yeah, but I never get the Five of Wands as a big drama card. I don't, basically. But there seems to be a changing this is a change process you're going through, Taurus, with these two fives. There's almost a breaking through needs to happen, and you're going to get the breakthrough because out comes the Sun, but not the easiest processes, basically, okay? Just remember, you've got everything you need with this Magician. Just keep going back to it. What do I want? How do I want my life to be? Okay? You then move on to the Ten of Pentacles. So that's great financial news if anyone's waiting. But it's also about that, you know, the inner wealth, that inner richness that you have in abundance, Taurus, basically. So this can be about receiving gifts of money, inheritance, new job. It's just really, really good financial news, okay? And it's paired with a Moon card, which is a very interesting combination. Because the Moon tends to, it can represent many things, but it does represent not being able to see the way forward, okay? It's about uncertainty, the unconscious mind, our depths, being connected with our emotions. But because it's the Moon, it represents nighttime. Okay, so not being able to have perfect clarity about what the way forward is, but interestingly enough, you come out of it right into the Sun. So it's almost you're going through this period of quite big uncertainty, not knowing what's coming next, and then you wake out of it and you enter into the Sun, which is the most positive card in the deck. It represents vitality, the life force, a definite yes to whatever you're going through. It's a yes that is all going to have an extremely positive conclusion. At the same time, it's paired with this Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups has came up so many times, it's really frustrating me, and I keep shuffling them, honestly, Taurus, but the Eight of Cups character wants the Ten of Cups. He wants the full package, the energy of the Magician, and he wants to go in search of it, okay? And how the story of the tarot plays out is basically like that Moon card. He goes through the energy so he can find the two missing cups, okay? And then you go to the Sun, and I'm really hoping, it's almost too good to be true, this reading, that you're going to find those, you're going to find what has deeper meaning for you, Taurus. And you come out into this glorious light of the sunshine. And now this reading's too good to be true, almost. You know, but that's what it's saying, as a journey, as a strange passage you're on this week, Taurus. Stay grounded, stay with the magician, stay with focus on what you really want your life to be. Don't grab any cup that's offered to you. Stand your ground, work through those energy of the fives, let go of control. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what's going to lead to the better. That's what's going to lead you to the sun. Okay, let go of control. If you need to go through this sort of, I don't say dark night, but just nighttime, when you don't perfectly know the way forward, that's okay, because it's going to make itself known by the end of the week. This is one of these dream come true tarot readings that sometimes you get to deliver as a tarot reader, that you go through the moon and the 8 of cups, and then suddenly you find the missing cups, Taurus. And I really hope for all my viewers get that. Okay? Stay with the magician all week. Don't lose its focus. What you want to manifest emotionally, financially, every area of your life, and don't settle for second best, Taurus, okay? That's my advice. Okay, and look out for the monthlies. They'll be out at the weekend. Bye.